sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. This defense for the Jets, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
From the 30 on second down. Lock. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
Touchdown, Jets! Keelan Cole, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And
that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage. And they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. Touchdown! Keelan Cole with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw it is Locke. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Locke off of play action. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And unfortunately, in 2020, in the season opener, Cortland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From midfield, here's Locke. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The return man, Ty Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, it's Gordon, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Locke. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Kuebuna, 62 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now they hand off to Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Going for it all. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 75 yards. yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that's checked down to Gordon. Touchdown, Broncos! Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Johnson now returning. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Wilson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Locke going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Locke. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wilson. Into the secondary past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 22 yards there, a first down. This is Logan. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency? No escape from Locke, and he'll go down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Clock now to throw. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You you should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. To throw is Bridgewater. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. To the air again with Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Locke working out of the gun. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go play action now. Wilson. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now Wilson and the Jets with a third and long here following the sack. On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's second and 10. To throw again. Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first and 10, here's Locke. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's so close, he gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. 39 yards there, a big one. Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now here's Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Operating from the gun, Locke. This pass caught by Hamler. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs. Keep possession of the football.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Play action. It's Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Lock to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Fights him off, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running left, Coleman on the toss. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,